Hello, hello. It's time. So, I should probably go to Eden. However, I don't really feel like it. But I probably will anyway. Uh, mm, I don't want that. What that? Could also this. I haven't really streamed any since last week, so even though I don't exactly have the energy, I'm going to do it anyway. Being this late at night, it really doesn't matter anyway. Should be pretty quiet. I always get really confused inside of here. Okay, over here. Kind of impossible to really do much in the vault without Chibi Mask. Because nobody opens that bottom door. Well, I'll go over here first anyway. Just in case I find a good tent somewhere else, but usually the good ones are over here anyway. Yeah, I might as well use this because Chibi falling in is kind of risky. Well, Chibi falling out is a little bit too, but I haven't messed that up quite as often. Bad habit of getting stuck inside the stairs. Well, let's just check. Fourth floor, see. I think that it, oh, third floor. Well, I'll try it. Guess it doesn't work with this frame rate. Whoop. we go. I mean, I don't really need to make use of the tent so much when I don't have anybody with me, but it does kind of make things a little faster at least. But man, when you got people with you, you might as well forget about doing it any other way. Just having to like grab back onto each other every time that you sit down on the elevator, or somebody happens to be getting up to get a drink right at the time that you sit at the elevator, and then you're all split up. Yeah, that is kind of a little bit of a deficiency with the game mechanics that that glitch actually kind of addresses. Kind of like how the TV fall helps with all these multi-person doors that many times people won't help with, although at the same time being able to chibi fall is a contributing factor to that. But it's trying to sort of shoehorn this need for cooperation into everything, and sometimes that doesn't exactly work out. Like, it's a really nice vision, but when people need to grind for candles, like, sometimes they just need to get it done, you know? I think if they want to have that be more of like a slower and more like social type of thing, that they need to make it easier to obtain things. Even if you're like grinding all day, every day, you can't really keep up. It certainly would be nice if things were a bit more relaxing. There's is that. Kind of ugly with this, but well. Probably should wait until after Eden for the shard. because that way I can actually get a wing light that is just a repeat. Finish my candle here real quick first. Whoops. Shouldn't take very much here. And I suppose I could do the trials and get it there because I still need the wing lights there, but oh well. I'll get those this week. I don't think 4 is gonna hurt me that much. It'd be nicer if I had them, but I'd have to wait until tomorrow at least. And there's not even any guarantee that I will be able to get them then. So I might just be putting things off for no reason if I do that. So I might as well just go ahead and get it over with. Any black anywhere? Come on now. I feel like black just keeps getting more and more rare every week. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother putting on music until at least after Eden, if I am still going after Eden, because once I get there, I'm kind of gonna need to be able to hear what's going on. So hard to see that loose wax at this stage. And there's like a lot of fake leaks going around about, you know, more elder stuff, but there does seem to be, like, some legitimate signs that they are going to at least add something. So it would be nice to keep hoarding those scented candles so that if and when they do ever add anything, I will be able to get it and flex. We'll wait on that till I go down here. Because it's like, that would be a very good idea and something that I think they really need to do, because you get people who have been playing for a very long time and they get to a point where it's like they don't really have any more goals left. But if you added something that took a very long time investment, that would keep people going for a lot longer, keep them engaged. So if they are really adding something, it would be great, you know. But we'll just have to wait and see. And I don't mind waiting because that gives me more time to save. Because that is the other side of the coin. Is, if they add a new way to flex, then it might fall out of my reach for the time being. So then I will feel all wimpy. Kind of like there for a while where I had 12 stars when that was the most that you could get, and it's like, oh yeah, now I've reached the top, and then I don't know, in 2 or 3 months you could reach 13 stars. Then it's like, I'm a nobody now. I'm just a little weakling. Okay, I really screwed this up here. Let me catch up to you, you freaking worm. Alright. That's 21, but should I just go ahead and finish? No, because ain't nobody will want to watch this crap. Boring. Well, is it streaming? It might be a little different, but alright, I got some fresh dye here that will also not be black. And I'm pretty sure this will have no black in it whatsoever because it's not showing anything, but Every now and then there will be like one stray black butterfly. Oh, see, there it is right there. So I'll take it. I'll take the risk. Alright. So, going home, I guess. Like, I wanna... offer friends or what, you know? Because they just kind of stop there. Yeah, finally a little bit of black, but my goodness, such a little bit. Part of what's slowing me down so much tonight is the weather really changed in an unpleasant way. It got kind of comfortable here this for the past day, man. Yeah, at least the past day. Might have been two. I lose track. And today it got really windy and cold. Well, starting like last night actually, and my body is already reacting to that. Like, do you even hibernate, bro? I ain't used to have much problems with the cold or hot. But as time goes on, I can't really take either one very well, and I also can't really take anything in between because there doesn't really seem to be anything in between anymore. And I'm not just talking about like the temperature, but like my comfort at the same temperature as before, you know, like I'm always like, no matter what the temperature is, it could be like 71 and I'll be too cold, and I turn it up to 72 and now I'm too hot, or it'll still be 71 and then I'm still too hot anyway. Like, what the heck? It may be like a hormonal type thing, I don't know. I suppose it could be. Or blood flow with age or something. I don't really know what it is. I just never quite feel comfortable, or very rarely. Okay, so I got my 21 candles. There's only one thing left to do. But I don't wanna do it. I'm too young to die. Alrighty. TV is good for the first part, but I don't really like it during the constant rain. It is, although part of the problem is, like, I've always been in the habit of jumping around too much there when you're really supposed to walk it, so I'm going to see if I can handle it. I'm gonna start out kind of slowly here and get dye. And take lots of breaks. That's always been kind of my style, especially after the point of no return. I know some people really like to kind of speed run, but and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Sometimes I feel like that too. But I usually prefer to take it nice and easy. Not stress out. Except for comedic purposes. Whoops. I didn't bring a real fire prop. And I get back out. Probably, but I forget which way I'm going here. Down here. Why am I getting disoriented all the time anymore? Okay, I feel really dumb because, like, this is definitely the way down there. This is freaking hilarious. Like, what? If I go up here, will I be able to see what I'm doing wrong? Yeah, there we go. The door is shut, right? No. Chibi fall to the rescue. Of course, I could just teleport home, but oh, that won't work. Okay, then home it is. Also, what do I have in the way of, 5 of them? That should be sufficient. I don't want to waste anything. Okay. I generally tend to use this one. Like, this is supposed to be the best, but let's see. Let me figure out which one charges faster. I know the torch is the fastest of all, but it tends to get destroyed by the rocks really quickly when I place it. You know, I'm sure other people have sort of gotten used to it where they can place it really quickly in a way that won't happen, but it's not within my skill set yet. Yeah, seems to be a little bit faster. And size-wise, though, is it good? You know what? I'm gonna stick with the one that I've always used. I know that it works for me, you know? Old people logic right there. Stick with the traditional ways. It was before my time, but my understanding is that this used to be like the 8-person elevator, and that must have been quite frustrating. I'm glad that they finally changed that, because I would not have wanted to deal with that. I mean, I'm probably at the point where I could just, like, fly up there, but I'm not really ready to get smacked by a rock testing it out. Like, I get smacked in the face by rocks enough as it is. Matter of fact, I talk about that every time I come here on stream. Like, you can sense my PTSD on that. Like, this guy has been smacked in the face by rocks a lot. And it shows. I wonder how going across here at Chibi will be. Kinda sucks, but oh well. Well, too bad. No. Careful, 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 careful. At least one time that I I basically started falling off of there and had to fly back up. Like, you idiot. What'd you do that for? I have all the room in the world. And I just basically walk right off the edge. Okay, there's something over here on Discord that is wow. Okay. I think they're like listening to something there in the voice chat or something that's sending a lot of pings. Oh no. People, be careful. But I don't have to get hurt saving your butts. What you doing, bro? Come on. Oh no. Kind of thinking about going home and maybe seeing if she wants to come. Whoop. I guess if I break my mask, then I will. Well, hello, Muffy. What's the funniest thing that we can use here? Nice. Anything good? No. I don't see nothing good here. You're looking kind of beat up already. All right. I'll do this the long way so that you don't try and fly up there. Whoopsie. I mean, I'm a klutz, but I'm showing you the general idea here. Don't ask too much of me. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. No, Mothy. Bad Mothy. Alright, now Mothy. Bad idea to follow me here. And now you see why. Yay, you did it. You'll be okay, Mossy. Everything's gonna be just fine. Welcome to your death. I never promised you a rose garden. Along with the sunshine, there's got to be a little rain sometimes. Red rocks keep falling on my head, but I'm not the kind of guy who will soon be dead. I will take a long time. Oh, don't wait for me. I ain't in no hurry. I'll spend all freaking night here. This is my happy place, Marthy. Deal with it. Whoop. I hate to break the news to you, but you're stuck here now. You can log back in, and you'll still be here. The only way out is death. I mean, I suppose this is why I should bring a table with me too, but like, it's kind of a hard choice to make. If I could help other people, but it doesn't help me as much. Now, the ones that I have do come with a little bit of recharging capabilities, but they're not nearly as good as a real fire prop. And I kind of considered doing the run with the developers a few days ago, but dealing with the event tech stuff can be a real nightmare once you get in here. Like, it's really fun on the way up, but it stops being fun when you have a whole bunch of ghosts in the way. And you're trying to do stuff. I'm trying to get all of the statues this time. But I'm not good at navigating in here. Like, I wish there was sort of like a practice run mode where like you weren't getting hammered by the rocks constantly and could actually look around in here. Cause you can look at a map, but it's sort of hard to kind of get a sense of what the maps are corresponding to. You get to a point where like what it's showing you and what you're expecting that to look like don't quite match. You know, the statues are a little closer than you're picturing it from the map or something like that, or farther apart, or or whatever, but basically it just what you're expecting to see doesn't match, and you get like a little disoriented. You really have to kind of experience it firsthand like you do the other realms. Pretty sure I already got the one back there, but for once I'll kind of go over this way first. Usually I go over on the other side and then come back, but that kind of ends up confusing me. Been noticing here lately I've been getting kind of lost in places earlier. Like, might need to take my vitamins a little more regularly or something, you know? Something isn't completely healthy. Maybe better nutrition or something. You know, you guys don't want to stay and watch me. I hate having an audience. $239 3/4. Let's make a little, well, nah. I think I can. Achoo! Bless me. This is one of two reasons actually why I want to come here each week. Is obviously I want to want to save up ascended candles in case they ever do bring more stuff on that costs ascended candles. And the other reason is just to sort of like stay used to things, because if you don't come here, like, it's hard enough when you do come here a lot. So taking like some kind of an extended break or something would really really mess up my ability to find my way around at all, to the extent that I can now. Like, I struggle enough as it is, and I'm smoking a cigarette at the moment. See, that's just like why I like to come here alone so much, is I can just sort of take it easy without having to worry about holding anybody else up. And I like to stream it because, like, people enjoy watching the suffering, you know. The candle runnings can be a little boring. It's like a spectator sport. But things like Wasteland and Eden, you know, it's like people watching NASCAR just for the wrecks. They want to see you get smacked, get mad. And I get it, you know. And most of the time, like, I don't, like, seriously get mad, but I'll pretend to be just for the entertainment value. When I get dragged here with people, sometimes I get like a little salty because I get stressed out. It's not their fault, but I'll act like it is. I just think sort of just irritable from not being able to do things at my own pace, or I feel bad about doing things at my own pace because I know they're waiting on me. And like, they might not have any problem with doing that, but you never feel quite like they do. I mean, I would probably hang out and just kind of watch somebody while they struggle, but I don't necessarily know if anybody else wants to do that, especially because I just kind of sort of camp a lot. Camp out, relax. As we all know, Eden is a very good place to get relaxation. Uh-oh, I better get over here. Well, I still can. Taking the first ding to my shield. Yeah, you know, I keep forgetting you kind of have to be on this side of it. If you could get the other side, look safe, but because of the angle that it's coming down, It's not, because you kind of used to it coming from the sides, but it doesn't anymore. The question is, no, I'll just deal with the place that I'm currently at here. Alright. Here. And I got that one already, or did I? Nope, I did not. I did now, right? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of, as I've said a million times before, it just gets really hard to see which ones you have and which ones you don't. Oop. That's not good. I did get that one right there, right? Man, I wish I could see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've got enough wings to burn on it though. Yeah, okay. Okay, now a matter of getting to those two. However, I should go to light that lantern first. All right. It's time. Time for another cigarette first. Because now I need to figure out whether whether going with a chibi mask was a mistake or not. Will I be able to handle this last section? Because, like, the other stuff's much easier with the chibi mask. You're a smaller target. You can hide behind stuff. You're zoomier. Like, even though you're technically moving at the same speed, it just doesn't seem that way. Because it's like, you know, relative to your body size. But I think in terms of, like, you know, when you're weaving in between stuff like this, that smaller size that just makes you seem like you're more maneuverable, it kind of actually does make you more maneuverable. Eve is asking me where I'm at. And if she wants to go, I'll go right back through here. I don't care. I'll only have like wing buffs to lose. I don't know if she can watch the stream right now, though. They've, really getting hit bad over there right now in Ukraine. I really hope, like, in the long term that there will be a dear cost for Russia for pulling this crap. Like, the U.S. actually needs to start supporting them and hopefully allowing them to kind of not just take back their own territory, but start giving Russia a taste of its own medicine and take some of theirs. Learn a little bit of a lesson about why you don't do that crap. Crap. I am lost. Okay, there we go. Like, all the shattering rocks here kind of, very hard to see where the heck I'm going. mean, I know there's some hypocrisy on the part of the U.S. talking about countries' empire building like that, but also just sort of by the nature of our political system that we don't really have like one unified long-term goal as a nation. We just kind of swing back and forth between our priorities in some respects. So one year we might be invading a country for oil, and a year later we're trying to reestablish what was there before because we know that we screwed up. But when you have like someone who's functionally a long-term dictator, then it's different. Like, they're implementing things according to their whims. Take a little tour here and make sure I got everything that I could. Not that there's really anything I could do about it. Dead. I don't want it to die. Everybody else is long gone anyway, so just take me to the next section. We're gonna deal with this glitchiness here. I guess I'll go back over to OBS here 1 minute. Okay, finally. Well, yeah, I don't think there's any others to wait for. I mean, come on, I've been, like, slow-poking the heck out of it. Everybody else died like a month ago. I will come to you when I have finished, Eve. I am sorry. I am sorry, but I have to go die sometime. Run, 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 run. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Usually I hit this pretty fast, but there we go. Whee! Alright, let's see if we can find a tent to expedite this. Really hoping that in the second part of Two Embers we get more on the history here of Eden. And seeing like the pre-corrupted version of it. Uh-oh. Might okay, good. I was gonna say I might end up having to change my frame rate or something. You have to do that for some of these. Oh, I already have 21 candles, so I don't even have to worry about this. But if I can hit a few, I'll hit them. Gonna really do me any good, because at this point, the wax just doesn't add up to anything. Like when you're at 20 candles and you don't really want to get 21, then you can get a decent head start on the next day, but once you're at 21 candles, it's kind of an exercise of futility. I have gotten 22 every now and then, but and even like 22 and a half or thereabouts, 22 and 3/4. So like, yeah, you can, if you waste a massive amount of time, you can kind of get the head start for the next day, but I don't really do that anymore. And like, that's really something that you need to do in order to get to the 22 candles. It's like you have to get like 21 and 9/10 of a candle or something like that to start the next day practically ready to forge another candle. But that is a very good way to get yourself burned out doing that too much. So, you know, I wouldn't avoid doing it if the opportunity is there, but I'm not gonna go out of my way. Oh, what should I end up with? Something like 215 and a half or something? If I got them all. Which I don't always do. I mean, what am I saying? 215 and a half, 255 and a half. I was thinking from like 199 instead of 239, right? Because the math is easier. 255 and a half or not. Yep, okay. So yeah, I got them all. I think I could kind of tell from like the color of the child at the end because I think I have noticed that it's like not the same color if you get them all versus if you miss one. But I'm not sure if that's correct. Wingba! Hi, thanks for the follow. Sleepy Azazel. Nice to see you. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just, I've just finished suffering. Although, I guess the real suffering is getting the wing lights back. I don't know, like, usually I jump straight to that right after I do Eden. I'm doing alright, I'm doing alright. It's, cold and windy outside, and I'm just trying to stay nice and warm and cozy. Well, I don't like the cold. I used to. Well, not necessarily like it, but at least be able to tolerate it. But not so much anymore. It's gotten a little harder. Yep, it happens over time. But yeah, usually, yeah, like getting up a little prematurely there. I actually didn't have to use an instant recharge potion, so that's good. I can save those for next week. But yeah, usually I run around and grab my wing lights right away, but I've got folks to visit who came online while I was in Eden. I guess we will do the shard. Let's see, what's it been? Something like a year and a half? but I tend to grind pretty heavily. There are people that are even more serious business, about things, but I've done all right for the time that I've been playing. Now, as far as like other people, well, thank you. And how long's it been for you? I mean, like, as far as other people, like, however long they've been playing, like, it. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, that's like really the best time because, like, that's when everything's still exciting and fresh. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like it's sort of in the middle. It's like the things are still interesting. You still got like new stuff to do, but like you have a good handle on what's going on. That's a good place to be. When you're like really new, everything is kind of like really confusing. But at the same time, it's like really fresh and exciting. But when it comes to other people, like some people are like, oh, you've been playing this amount of time, you should have this, you should have that, and I don't really like that attitude. Ah, yeah. I think Lamplighter came not that long ago that the Little Prince stuff was returning. But like I don't like the idea that people have to play a certain way. If they want to grind heavily for wing buffs and candles and stuff, that's cool. But if they just want to socialize, yeah, exactly. And it's like, no, people have their own priorities, their own style, you know. Whatever way they enjoy the game, that's cool, Just if you want to socialize, if you want to collect cosmetics, if you want to be able to like, get all this kind of flex stuff, like the Elder Mask, you want to get IAPs. Mm-hmm. Just do your thing and enjoy it. That's the only thing that matters. I don't I don't judge. Oh, Piscadios. Oh, cool. Yay! Whoop. Gotcha. Where is it? Whoop. I'm just gonna recharge. If I take it, I'll get confused on what I have and what I don't have. Oh yeah, that is kind of an annoying thing. Like I get it, I really do, but like it can be hard. You invest your time in helping somebody, with getting the spirits or wing lights, explaining stuff to them, etc., and then like they're just gone. And then there's another one and they're just gone. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Eve. 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 Okay. As long as you're alright. Uh-oh. I need to be really careful. Well, I do care. Uh-oh. Okay, now I'll be able to get up there. Help, help, I can't get up. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, is she already? I have like an outfit that and stuff that I usually wear, and that's my favorite. Like the basically like the Raven cape, and like there's a kind of like a Tengu type mask or something. Get them all good. And maybe I'll put that on at the next closet. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I just wish like it was kind of like the Bluebird cape, where the feathers kind of come off. Like you didn't really. I didn't get hit by anything. And besides, like, I don't care. Like, a lot of times, you know, people will just be taking refuge and they'll sort of like accidentally lure it to you. And I don't mind that. Like, I totally understand that. That's not the same as doing it intentionally. And it's very clear when somebody is doing it intentionally, and I know my friends aren't going to do that. Unless, like, it's a pre-agreed thing, like, you know, let's do it to goof off or something like that. Like in the 220s. Let me get, true. I don't know. I guess I should keep that prop. Well, you know, for the amount of time that you're playing, that's fine. It's that's really like the longest grind in the game, because first off, like so much of it is, you know, from the traveling spirits that only come once every 2 weeks, and then yep. And then or even like on the constellations, you need a ton of hearts for a lot of things, and sometimes a lot of ascended candles too. Okay, now I can change my stance back to something more typical of me. I generally like, I'll either wear this or like, yeah, or like, for the longest time I wore, this with the golfy boots. But for right now, I've mostly been going with this. Well, there's a tier 1 and a tier 2. The tier 1 you need to get, yeah, I like them too. But, I don't know, I've just been feeling more like wearing this lately. But I'll put that on just for ha-has. But like, the tier 1 you need for the wing buffs. The tier 2, you don't actually need it for anything. Whoops, there we go. It's just mainly like a flex, really. Just to say, I had 150 hearts to blow on this. It's kind of the same thing with like the Forest Elder Mask. Like, you can get the Prairie Elder Mask that's only like 75 Ascended Candles, or the Isle one that's 125, and they do the same thing, but this one costs 250. So yeah, I don't have the Valley Elder stuff yet. I haven't finished the Valley Constellation. I finished Isle, Prairie, Forest, and Wasteland because I wanted the Elder stuff from those. The Valley I have not done yet, and Vault. And I was talking about earlier, like, there's been, yeah, I mean, like, I could finish them now if I wish to, but, like, there's always other things to spend candles on. And, like, I have a significant savings of candles, but I like to hang on to that for, you know, because like, yeah, exactly, because like, if you have, say, a group and an event and the normal traveling spirits on top of the returning spirits, you could easily clean out, you know, 1,200 candles or more in just one go, you know. So I try to hang on to enough that if that does happen, I can take it And really, ultimately, what I want to do is I want to get to the point where I could go through that twice without having to like stress over grinding. Because certainly by the time that happens, 2 different times I'll be able to like catch up on grinding, but like it's totally foreseeable that there might be a time where I just, you know, can't keep up with it. You know, because like I kind of would like just maybe spend some time taking it easy eventually, you know what I mean? Like not, I wouldn't say like not grind every day, but more like, you know, maybe get like 10 candles you know, each day or something like that. 10 to 15 instead of like 20 or 21. Because it does make like a huge difference. Yeah, like, that's kind of where most people like to be. Because I think like at about 18, well actually I have like a graph of how much work increases like exponentially, but like after around 18, it's not really worth it. Like really after 15 it gets harder, but well, you can get up to 18 pretty easily most of the time. So that's sort of be kind of like the most somebody should be upset about not getting, you know. Or if you really want to be hardcore, like, okay, 20, but a lot of times I've done 21. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And, you know, it's just not worth it. Like, yeah, it does add up over time, and that's why I do it, and a lot of other people do it, but it's really something that you should avoid doing, you know, because it'll burn you out, you know? And the reason why I don't mind doing it is like, yeah, exactly, exactly. Like the only reason why it works for me for so long is because like I always have a lot of friends that I'm visiting and doing CR with, whether I'm, you know, driving or being a passenger or just hanging out or whatever, you know, like so the CR is just kind of a byproduct of vibing, yeah. So it doesn't really get to me the way that it would if I was like playing solo and trying to do that every day. That would have really fried me, I'm sure. But like most of it I haven't even noticed. It just sort of happens while I'm chilling. There at the Days of Mischief, it was really nice because I do when I have it. I'm I'm actually kind of salty because last year I wanted the suit from Days of Style, but yeah, there were difficult things going on in real life that money needed to go other places, and I don't want to like get depressing or anything like that, but um, so I was like, okay, well, I'll get it next year. Well, I'm waiting all year for it, and it come time for Days of Style, and they're not having it this year, and I'm so freaking mad. But then I had the nerve to have Days of Moonlight, which was just a filler event from last year that, you know what I mean? Like, they were just, that was part of the problem is like they were just cramming all these new events in all the time so that there was like never not an event going on. And so people were like, hey, you need to chill on that. As in, stop adding all these new events just for the sake of having events going constantly. So of course, out of spite, they take away the old events that people were waiting for and looking forward to and kept the crappy events like the Days of Moonlight and Days of Treasure and all this stuff. Exactly. And like, you have people who like started playing the game when they were, 12 years old or something like that. And they've been wanting, these IAPs for years and years, but they didn't have any money. And now they've got like a summer job or a part-time job after school or something like that. And now they got money, but there's no event now because they took it away that they've been waiting years for. Like, gosh, it just, and it was just to be, passive aggressive, because people were getting on their case about cramming in all these new events. And they were like, we'll teach you a lesson. We'll take away the good ones and leave you stuck with the bad ones that nobody cared about. Because, I mean, there's like... This is so funny. But like, I would be surprised if anyone could name like more than a dozen of these freaking events. Most of them are just, nobody's really interested in them. They just crammed them in for like 1 week, 1 year, and it's just like, keep the major ones and have them every year. So yeah, I'm really agitated about that, obviously. They better have it next year. I'm gonna be so freaking mad. I'm mad that I gotta wait a whole nother year as it is. when they're going to have all these crappy events that they got plenty of time for. Probably ones that are brand new even. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I mean, the game, yeah, obviously has a lot of good points, or why even play it, but the management of it is very poor. They really don't have any regard for their players at all, and that's kind of disheartening. But yeah, I mean, back to the question though, like, I do buy some of the IPs and the season passes and stuff like that. I'm not, I'm not like a whale or anything where I blow like massive amounts of money on it. It could be tempting, like, you know, there's a lot of IPs right now that are like, I kind of want them, you know. Well, that's the point of them. They're supposed to like tempt you, you know. But you can't get it all. Yeah, well, I mean, at least that it's like a permanent thing. So like you could decide anytime, and that's really good. You know, being able to think it through. With the event stuff, it can be a little difficult because like, you know, it's limited time, and you're like, yeah, you kind of want more time to think about it because it's like, is this really something that I will use frequently enough to be worth spending the money on, you know? Because the way I see it is, well, many things, you know, like if you're spending, say, on average $10, $20 a month, then you know it makes sense. It's like a subscription at that point, you know, and you're contributing enough to, you know, keep the servers on, pay the employees, stuff like that. But you're not, you know, if something happens, you know, the company goes under and doesn't run the servers anymore, just to say you don't have access to the stuff that you paid money for or something, it's not going to be like this great loss. You you got your money's worth as you played, basically. But yeah, if you're spending, you know, 500 or something dollars every month or something ridiculous like that, like, what happens if something goes wrong? What happens if anything? I mean, it just, you know, you can't justify it, like, unless you're, you know, multi-millionaire or something like that, and that's just like pocket change. But if that's a significant amount of money to you, then you're just screwing yourself hard. That's just not that's something that you're going to regret at some point. And it not really not really doing any good for anybody. Uh-uh. I'll wait till she gets up there. Yep, that's one thing, you know. And so like you want to kind of enjoy it in moderation, you know, when it comes to paid items. Oh, for crying out loud. Ah! Ah! Are my feet made of greased ice? Come on. All right, very, very slowly here because otherwise I will fall off. I am notoriously clumsy at big plants. Oh, I can't do it from here. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't help that I am. Uh-oh. Eve, help me. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Hey, hey, hey. Yes, you can. Hang on a sec. As soon as we finish burning this thing. Buzz is what I tend to go by. And then everybody says, oh, Buzz Lightyear. Like, meh. Okay. Okie dokie. I'll put this in here for easy copy and pasting if you have that capability on your platform. Not everyone does. Thank you, thank you. Alright, now I'm gonna have to jump down from here because I don't have piggyback with you. So in order to... Hello, whoops. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on, there we go. Finally. Like, didn't want to get my candle out and burn anything there. Nice to meet you in game. Let's keep, okay, that's, I guess one of the, that ones, but, oh yeah, and you got the, fire prophet pants. Yeah, like, you know, the Bluebird Cape has it, but the Raven Cape doesn't, and I think it would be so much cooler with that. That would be like the perfect effect for it. Yep, exactly. And let's see, could even grab a table. Aha! Here we go, here we go. That's gonna come in handy already here. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. There we go. Ta-da! And I have no idea what we're gonna do next, cause I mean, I don't really need to do much of anything other than collect wing lights, which, you know, I'm not gonna get very far on that tonight, and I usually kind of like to do it in one swoop. But you probably noticed, like, I'm not, like, kind of picking them up as I go, like most people would, because, like, it drives me bonkers. Like, I'm kind of like OCD about it, you know what I mean? Like, if I just grab, like, random ones, then I kind of lose track. I like to go through and grab them in a particular order, or more or less. Yeah, I kind of expected that she wouldn't be able to, because the power is very limited when it's even available there. Okay. That's good at least. I don't know if you were here early enough to catch this, but they're in Ukraine, so the power plant got bombed, and it's kind of a struggle right now. I'm honestly surprised that they have been able to sustain things as well as they have, because the power grids are really a lot more fragile than people realize. if you have, you know, not enough power or too much being drawn, then the voltage is going to drop, and that's going to cause heat to melt everything, and so you really have to have have the right amount of electricity for the load, or you'll end up with no power grid at all. It's a very fragile thing. Anything you want. I mean, I would certainly prefer to be lazy, but okay, okay. We shall do that then. And I'll go back to this because you really can't do a good chibi fall shoes on, definitely. And anything else that I should do? I don't know what I should do in the way of props. Probably take my torch since I can't really have anybody piggybacking either. This isn't really fair seeing as how I'm streaming, but But man, do I really aggravate people with this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Darn it, I can't even dive. Ha 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 ha. Whoops. I forgot my, True. Much easier to do it on PC. I remember one time we were at the city temple, and one of my friends started it, and I was like, okay, well, I have an idea. I'll go over and I'll hide in the bushes. And I went to do that, and it said I was too far away. So I was like, oh great, you know, I've got to change plans really quick. And so I hid behind the pillar, and she immediately started walking over to the bushes that I was going to hide in. And so I kept like walking to the other side of the pillar from where she was at, like one of those cartoons or something. It's so funny. Then I was touching, where the heck were you? And I took her over and showed her what I was doing, and she's like, oh my freaking gosh, I can't believe this. It was so funny. We're always doing little pranks. Some of them backfire and stuff like that. One time where we're at the platform there at the end of Wasteland, and she lit it up and dropped me there as a joke. And while I was drinking my coffee and not really touching the mouse or keyboard, so right when she dropped me, I went to sleep in AFK mode. She was standing there, sweating bullets, like, oh my gosh, he's gonna kill me when he comes back. And I waited until one was charging at me, and then jumped out of the way at the last second. Like, oh man, you got me. It's always crazy like that. Where's the tents? Where's the memories? Come on, memories. Hate how long it takes for him to load sometimes. Oh well, maybe I'll just start lighting up the freaking elevator just in case. And if they show up eventually, then I'll use them. Okay, finally. This one will probably be better for this frame rate. Alright, I guess we'll try doing it the real way, maybe, unless they're gonna fall through. Yeah, they're gonna fall through anyway, so no point in me trying to. This is one spot where I have a very difficult time. Alright, and I believe there was a decent enough memory in here if I can find it, and if not, then I will go back out. I think it was the cauldron one, but it's not loading, so. I have no idea what that even is. Yeah? Like... I'm not quite sure what she means. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not sure, like, you know, what the objective that was achieved in 3 years was. I'm confused. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I forgot. I'm not really strong enough to do this. Forgot I just got out of Eden. I mean... Ugh. Okay, she's got a white candle out. I guess like that would make sense. Where the heck is... Oh, there we go. I went too high. Uh, I'm like, what took 3 years? Like, definitely wasn't that. or was it a 3-year-old that did it? I'm like picturing, I'm trying to picture all these different things. Like, where is 3 years coming into this? My brain is like thinking of everything except for the right thing. There's something else that somebody said that was the same way, and I'm forgetting what it was. But like I processed every possible meaning except for the actual one. If I open this up. Yep. For some reason, like it really shouldn't make any difference, but somehow it does. No, not really. Hold on, you'll see. We do it this way all the time. Although sometimes I do miss one. Sometimes more. Sometimes I'll be in the middle. I'll be in the middle of a run and I'll just forget that I'm doing a wing light run. Like what the? Yeah, like it's a lot easier to take the tent up and then come back down than it is to like fight with the elevator the whole way up. So that's why we do that. It's not pretty, but it does the trick, you know. But yeah, I get why. I get why you would say that, because the first time somebody did that, that's how I felt. I'm like, hey, what about the other one? Like, chill, dude, chill. I got chill. I need my win light. I get very antsy about the wing lights. I like to get them back quickly. Of course, like right now, I'm just sort of like being a lot more nonchalant about it because I was already pretty tired to begin with. So I knew I was never gonna get them tonight. Crab battle. Probably not really going to do much of anything at the moment because I don't really know what we could get accomplished before reset. And I'm pretty sure everybody's tired. But I'll probably stick around for, I don't know, maybe about 20 more minutes, like the stream 3 hours. Sure, which one? Yeah, assuming I even have it. Okay, let's see. She needs to eat, so should we go through aisle first, I guess? And I don't know, like, does she want to drive or me to drive? I don't know. And then as soon as we get done I'll do that. Sorry. I just want her to be able to get done so she can eat. I probably should have offered to drive, but yeah, let's see. Lamplighter hat, fire pants, a black cape, and earring. Not really sure if I have much in the way of earrings, but the things that are close. But you have obviously the lamplighter hat, fire pants, and a black cape. Actually, lots of black capes. Whoa, no! Man, come on. I wish this game would let you sit down at things together. That would make life so much easier. Like at the temples, the gates to the races, trials. Because, like, the elevator in the vault, stuff like that. Because, like, keeping everyone together can be so tedious when it separates you like that. And it's actually, it's not really a big thing to implement because, like, there's already the all the other emotes you do as a group anyway. So, like, it's just a matter of implementing it for that. So maybe someday. It will become reality. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, 257 ascending candles. I'm just hoarding them in case they ever add anything. Because they may someday add more older stuff. It's certainly something that's been missing. And it would be nice to have some, some fresh long-term goals for people that already have everything else. What in the world keeps happening here? What? What is going on here? About time. I swear if this thing comes back from this. Yo, what the hell? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is 2:30 a.m. now, so yeah, I'm sleepy. Cool. Yeah, a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't even in the U.S., or if they are, they're on the West Coast, and it's a lot earlier for them. Whoops, wrong thing. Like I so rarely have to deal with. Yeah, I know there's ways into there, but oh well. I was thinking, oh, I could just warp, but this works better. Whoops. Check something over here on Discord. Alrighty now, please tell me that you're done after this. Please. How much more can you possibly need? It's gonna be reset time anyway. It's too late to get any more. Let me rest. No, don't like that. Always wants to do something weird. Okay, I don't have anything better than this. There we go. Alright, as it's ill, come home. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I gotta remember which one freaking are. Oh gosh. There we go. And I guess I'll put on those views, or maybe that'll work. Is that the right one? No, those aren't the right ones. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember what's what here. I'm so tired. I like go through everything. I know it's not those. Where are they? There they are. Okay, finally. Trying to remember where in the world they are. Was that this one? Let's take that off. Hey, yeah, okay. Say. And, oh, okay. I'll try to remember which one. And that's like the plain black cape, but like what other black ones do I have? Is that one? That's not black. Cool. Nice and fluffy. Okay, I see. So, which shrieking one? Is it like a hare in a hat or just a hat? I guess it must be a hare in a hat. Oh, okay. Oh, so like the crown one? That one? I'd call that more like a crown. Oh, okay. That. Okay. I got you. Like, I can't remember for the life of me which one's which. That's that pretty well. Or do you want to see like the plain black cape? Okay. Let's see. I don't know, like, I don't really have that much in the way of necklaces. Okay. Oh, let's use this one. And, would earrings be at hair, I think? I don't really have much of anything that would... Wait, what would be the closest thing? I've got no idea. Okay, like these? Well, I mean, this one is kind of fluffy, but I'll put on, like this fluffy one. Okay. Like, I'm so tired, it's hard for me to figure out anything. Like, what? Some people are like expert on the cosmetics and stuff, and they know exactly which things belong to which spirit. I have no freaking idea. Like, I've got stuff in my closet and I just don't know where it even came from. And I gotta hit on all the icons before I find what I'm looking for. Ow. I kind of gotta be on this side of you. The other side. Let's see. You're welcome. No problem. I'm sorry I'm a little slow on the uptake right now, but it is extremely late at night, so not much of a mystery why. I wish it was easier to change clothes, like, you know, as a batch. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Good night to ya. Let's see here, and who the heck is it? Oh, Renault's over there. It was nice to meet you. You have a good night. Sleep well. Have good dreams. And same thing to everyone. I'm going to head out. I quite probably will. It's likely, but I'm not 100% certain yet. I'm hoping that I start earlier than I did today. It's kind of off to a late start today. But fair, I wanted to get eaten over with. All right, everybody. Good night to you. Take care. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate everyone. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And, well, hopefully I will see y'all tomorrow. And take care. Bye-bye.